You are thinking about moving to competency-based grading, but you are hesitant because your kids are in middle school and they have to go to high school and their transcripts need to read 0 through 100 or A through F, or families are concerned about this, or some of your staff are, but you're not. Like, how does that conversion work? What is possible there? I'm going to show you something from Marzano's Academy that is going to help address this question. Let's take a look. You can see here, this is from Marzano Academies. So Marzano is very, very big in the mastery-based learning or competency-based learning space. Here, his team has put together kind of conversion from these proficiency scale scores to letter grades. So when we have proficiency scales on a 1 to 4 scale, they're going to come out somewhere in here. And the conversion that they recommend to the letter grade A+ through F is here. So you'll see if you get, a 2.5, that's going to give you a B-. So in addition, they also have here 0 to 100, or actually a 50 to 100 point scale. And so their average proficiency, again, on a 1 to 4 is here, and the conversion is here. So that same 2.5 is going to be an 80 for you. And so again, when we think about proficiency scales, this is hard sometimes to compute in our brains, to rationalize in our brains. Like, oh, I thought an A was this, or a 90 was this. And really taking time to go through this and say, well, why is this 2.5 an 80? And why is a 1 a 60, which is failing, right? A 1 is not meeting the standards, but a 2 is meeting the standards. So this should be above a 65, right? So again, up here, when we look at that, a 2 is a C-, right? This is mostly, if you were doing an average of all the standards or all the grades into one, this is mostly meeting standards. There's a little bit that's not, right? So again, we want to think through, what does this literally mean and how do we feel about this? And how does this make sense in our brains, and really attack some of those underlying questions with this in front of us to look at the specific details and adapt as needed if necessary. I already know changing grades is an adaptive challenge. It's an adaptive, evolving conversation that gets at a lot of our underlying beliefs, habits, loyalties, the way we've always done things, right? Resistance is loss, all that stuff that HiFITS and all adaptive leadership scholars talk about. So there's a lot going on here. I urge you to have these conversations with staff. There's been some videos about that in past, so check out kind of the backlist there. But thinking about all of this, it's nice to have the possibilities to at least address the question of, well, what do we do to convert? What do we do to share what this is? Or if I'm one individual teacher or have a pilot going, as a school, we have to report out A through F, or 50 through 100 or whatever. How do I do that and still report my grades? This is how. So it's just one way to address and then dig deeper into some of the stuff going on when we make a big shift like this.